Right, welcome ladies and gents. So, in the interest of fairness, Jonathan Major's accuser, Grace Jabbari, was arrested for a misdemeanor assault and criminal mischief. However, the district attorney has no plans to press charges, which isn't a surprise because this has been the case all the time, basically. So we found out during all of this sort of backwards and forwards and a filing, it was like a 115-page filing, I think it was, if I remember rightly, where the DA's office stated, yes, there was an I-card, an investigatory card released for Grace Jabbari, but it wasn't an arrest warrant. And they'd already acknowledged that they had no plans to prosecute or press charges or go forward with that against Grace Jabbari because it's relating to a statement which was made after the fact, belated, which apparently, I don't know, but from everywhere I can find, is a common thing in domestic abuse cases. They choose not to do that because it runs the risk of, I guess, jeopardizing the case overall against a alleged domestic abuser. Especially if there's something which is, a pretty common trend against the accused and people who are making the accusation. So let's dive into the new news. This was yesterday. This would have happened when I was asleep, by the way, 8 p.m, UK time. Nah, mate, I'm asleep. I'm gone. It wasn't 8 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. US, 8 p.m. That in the UK, I'd be well asleep. So anyway, Grace Jabbari, the woman who has accused Jonathan Majors of attacking her on March 25th, was arrested late Wednesday at the 10th Precinct in Manhattan. So Grace Jabbari, the woman who has accused Jonathan Majors of attacking her on March 25th, has been arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor assault and misdemeanor criminal mischief. Jabbari was arrested at the 10th Precinct in Manhattan on Wednesday. She was released on a desk appearance, and the district attorney has said they will not prosecute her on any charges related to the incident, which shouldn't come as a surprise, because anyone who followed anything which was released the last 2 days, that was what was said, basically. So Majors, however, faces... And for those that are thinking this is out of whack, it's because it's a belated accusation. So she's being accused after the fact. That's why they're not doing it. That's why. I mean, to me, it kind of makes sense. And I do think as well, like at the end of the day, this will be fascinating to see what comes out in court. Loads of people have claimed that this is kind of one-sided coverage. I maintain, and I still maintain this, is that we have to wait and see how it plays out in court. Because we do. At the end of the day, there seems to be a substantial amount of evidence against him, especially from multiple accusers now, and allegedly an incident which also happened in London as well. So we'll have to wait and see. It's just one of those things. So that's why I'm glad it's going to court, because that should put things to rest. Because it's okay, well, it's all well and good, not okay, but it's all well and good releasing stuff to the media, but that might not get past discovery. That might not get allowed in evidence, right? Because it might not meet the criteria of evidence. And so that's why I'm glad it's going to court, because it going to court at least enables that due diligence process between the court, the DA, the defense attorneys, so on and so forth. It going to court at least says this evidence that, say, the defense attorneys have brought together is legitimate enough to be considered actual evidence. And that's what I've always said is a little bit on the blurry side when you're releasing stuff to the media. There's no need to release stuff to the media. All you're trying to do is change the court of public opinion. You don't need to change the court of public opinion. You need to change the court's decision. That's what you need to do. Anyway, just thought I would cover that. So Majors faces misdemeanor charges of harassment and assault after being arrested following the alleged domestic violence incident on March 25th. Police responded to a 911 call and a 30-year-old woman reported being assaulted by Majors, with police noting that she had sustained minor injuries. Majors was released from police custody later that day. So in June, the Loki actor filed a cross-complaint. So it's quite far after, guys. That, again, that probably factors into why they're not considering it. In June. This happened in March. And then in June, he filed a cross-complaint against Jabbari. That's a long time, guys. It really is. Alleging that she attacked him that night. His attorney, Priya Chowdhury, has denied all wrongdoing on behalf of a client. In court documents filed in relation to Major's case, prosecutors told police that they will not prosecute Jabbari, citing the belated nature of the allegations. for the decision on any charges related to the incident, and saying it comes as part of the routine process of evaluating cross complaints in domestic violence cases. Now, there'll be someone who's far more litigious that will be able to confirm or deny whether that is the case, right? I can't say. I've got to kind of take this article's word for it, but it does seem like it would be a legitimate argument to be had. Again, March 25th this happened, and then in June he filed a cross complaint. In June? That's a long time, guys. Jabbari and her attorney were informed of this decision on September 21st. So an investigatory card, or an I card, which is not an arrest warrant. So that's important because loads of people are going, she's going to get wrecked because she was arrested. It wasn't under an arrest warrant. It was just an investigatory card. It's an NYPD document alerting officers that there is probable cause for an arrest. It was also issued for Jabbari in late June. The documents state, so prosecutors asked the NYPD to issue Jabbari a desk appearance ticket, which requires her to return to court at a specified date, rather than waiting in custody for an arraignment. So the prosecution had planned to provide travel and lodging to the US for Jabbari, because she's a British citizen, in order for her to testify at Major's trial, according to court documents. And the trial date is next month, right, 29th. Now, it is interesting because the defence counsel wanted a speedy trial and then delayed stuff, which was bizarre, but okay. So there's not really much to update here, guys. I have to cover this because I've got to be seen to be fair. This is a nothing burger in the grand scheme of things. This is why I've been replying to people in the comments going, yeah, on the iCard. Like, this is nothing. This is a nothing burger. Her being arrested, she's arrested and released. That's it. That's it, done. Arrested, released. On an iCard. It's not an arrest warrant. This was always going to be the case. It's been transparent from the start. They were never going to be prosecuting her because it's belated. March, the incident happened, March 25th, and then they filed a cross complaint in June. In June. You'd think that'd be the first thing they do. You know? Get the facts straight, get it out there, cross complaint straight away, bang, done. But they didn't. So, if it is true, and, you know, that did happen, then hey, they've only got themselves to blame, because he needs to get better defence counsel, because why didn't you do it straight away? So anyway, there's not much else for me to say on this, but hey, it's a bit of a nothing burger. She was arrested and released, and he's going to court November 29th. Let me know what you think down below. It'll be interesting to see it pan out. I will cover it. It'll be very, very interesting to see. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.